But
Okay.
one of the things that I think has been interesting is even coming out of the pandemic, obviously out of stocks on store shelves were a big deal.
Yes.
And I think a lot of that at the time could be traced back to the supply chain and manufacturers and producer capabilities. But I think some of that has gone away at this point, yet you're still seeing out of stocks on store shelves. And what we can see from across our retail network, it's not as much about suppliers not filling shipments. It's
Okay.
about the confidence the retailers have in when those shipments are coming, the data tied to those shipments, that they can then promise inventory through different channels in their stores. And being able to manage that one kind of pool of inventory and having that access to where my inventory is at, when it's coming in, and the simple difference a couple of days of reaction can have on your ability to stay in stock is becoming more and more critical. So we're seeing a lot more in this like real-time order update management exchange because of the impact that it has just simply by losing a day or two and not reacting quick enough to keep stores in stock. Because it's not about necessarily suppliers aren't able to fill anymore. A lot of what we hear from suppliers is they're sitting on stockpiles. It's
Sure.
a matter of how that inventory is making its way through the supply chain and how quickly retailers are reacting.
So that's interesting, Brandon. So, okay, so let me make sure I understood that right. So, like, because Ann and I've we talked a lot about on the program about how inventory accuracy in the store, is a detriment, in general for all the omni-channel capabilities. You talked about one pool of inventory. So particularly it makes shipping from store and curbside pickup difficult.
Yeah.
But you're saying there's an exacerbating factor here at play too, which is the confidence that the goods will arrive into the store at the time when you think they're going to arrive, to allow the order management systems to sync up with what inventory should be available, looking at the forward forecast for the sales and the inventory coming in. You're saying that's an issue too that exacerbates everything.
Absolutely. So as you start to get into it, how quickly your vendors are able to get back to you and say, hey, you're looking for 100 units, I can only get you 80. Well, then if they're shipping it and they only ship you 70, like your ability to kind of release inventory and have confidence in releasing inventory, knowing what's coming in behind it, definitely has a profound impact on the logic that we see retailers building into their systems. So, because the last thing they want to do is disappoint a consumer that walks into the store, right? And so at times we'll see them applying safety stock levels because they're not confident in what inventory is coming behind it. But there's a sale on the backside of that they might have walked, buy online, pick up in store, or ship from store, all because they don't have the appropriate confidence levels, as well as oftentimes if you're not able to receive it quick enough, you have products sitting in the DC, moving out to the store as well, or even the store back room. So definitely has an impact on that as well.